Well, we have a choice, $84.95 or $74.95. So the diamond cut ones are $84 and the highly polished are $74. I wish we had thousands and thousands of these. We don't. So we actually have diamond cut and we have highly polished, but we have two separate sizes. Wait, we have two separate sizes, but are we showing all the different prices for them or no? Okay, it's a different item number. Okay, so we're gonna start then with the 30 ones. So those are the 30 millimeters. So those are the big ones. Okay, if you want the bigger hoop, look at what we're doing. So we have diamond cut, we have highly polished. We have a smaller one coming up here in a second, but the
nice
bigger
size,
one,
though.
Yeah, they're
beautiful
perfect.
Size.
We took $20 off your choice here, and this is just if you are looking for a great go-to. Here you have it, but we have fewer than 100 of either of these. And Anthony, you want to talk a bestseller? Bestseller, not just for holiday,
size, but, look, and here again, you would never think that with today's gold price of $1,300, that you could sell or buy a pair of earrings like this for in the $100 range. I mean, that is a big, big look. Diamond cutting obviously gives it that little sparkle, but many of you also out there prefer the high polished look. But this is 30 millimeters. So 30 millimeters is about 1.25 inches in thickness. And just beautiful look, beautiful size, comfortable to wear. You know, again, as a gift, here the only caveat, they have pierced ears.
Sure.
So you can't go wrong either. And you know, this is a nice, nice look.
Oh, there's no question. And it's an important piece to have. Every lady should have these in her jewelry collection. So if you have someone on your list who doesn't, this is that gift that it just keeps on giving because she's gonna keep on wearing them. And I dare you to comparison price gold earrings at retail, especially this time of the year, because again, this is the time of the year where people come in to buy these for gifts and they're really expensive. We're doing them at an incredible price of $20 off the price that we normally do them for.
And I think that really the important factor here is that when I make an earring or any product, I have to test and make sure that the strength and the thickness of the gold will last you that lifetime. Whereas when you go out into the marketplace, something may look good, or you may think that it's a good value, but if the quality and the thickness of the gold is not there, it won't last. So what have you done? You know,
it's true.
Better off to buy the one that you know will last you, because, you know, once you get, you know, accustomed to pieces, you know, you're kind of like they become part of you.
It's true, it's true. Okay, hang in there. We're gonna show you a couple of other things.